is so good to see you all. It's been a minute since I've been in front of the camera, but today we're going to have a great time because I have some wonderful finds that I want to share from my spring haul for 2025. This is going to be a collective haul, and the items that I'm sharing are from the stores that I shared with all of you in my spring/Easter shopping blogs. I really want to thank you all for all the love and support that you put behind each of those videos. Now, we're going to start with Ross with this adorable bunny. And I'm telling you, Ross is boss. They have done a great job putting out all their Easter decor. Now, it's trickling out in the stores because each time that I go to the store, there's always something new there. And so I shared this little adorable bunny in my blog when I went to Ross. And I actually have 2 Ross blogs, so if you haven't seen them, I encourage you to go check them out. Now, isn't he absolutely adorable? He looks just like those chocolate bunnies that are in the little box where you can get from Dollar Tree and all those other stores such as Walmart. And I like this little gold scroll sign that he has in front of his chest that says Happy Easter. He is a nice size, and he is made out of resin, and I paid $16.99. Next up, I found these adorable little bunnies in these little pink trucks, and they have little Easter eggs surrounding them. Now, I'm kind of on the fence whether I'm going to actually keep these or not, because the ones that I wanted, I have not found them yet. But if I do find the ones I really want, I most likely will return these. But I wanted to share these with you anyway. And they are $4.99. And as you can see, they are by Lily. Next up, I found this coffee mug set. Isn't it absolutely stunning? I love the top hat right here with the little yellow spring floral. I love this adorable bunny face. And look at the little nose. Isn't that so cute? And he's blushing on the side there. And the bottom one has the little aqua green bow tie and the little bunny feet. Isn't that so adorable? I'm thinking this is like it almost looked like a mint green. So, hint, hint, these are going to be my spring color story as I decorate the rest of my home for spring 2025. I'm going to be using the color palette of pink, white, green with accents of gold. So this was gifted to me by my daughter. She purchased this adorable little mug set that I have been looking for a couple of months now, and my Ross store never got it in. I had to travel to another Ross location, and I was able to find it. So adorable. And this was $8.99. What an awesome price. And most likely this is going to be going on my spring coffee bar station. And I also found this adorable little dish here. Isn't she so sweet? And on her ears here, she has little gold hearts. And on her nose, she's got a little gold heart right here. And this is by Bunny Love, and it was only $3.99. So adorable. Ross had tons and tons of beautiful Easter and spring decor. Matter of fact, I had bought some additional items from the store, but I've already taken them back because I am trying to be conservative with my spending. But it was so difficult seeing all those wonderful items and not being able to purchase them. But I have to stick with a budget. Right? I also found this adorable bunny at Ross. Look at Mom and baby bunny. Isn't that so sweet with the little pink ears here. Very simple in design. I love it. It was only $3.99. And this is the final item that I purchased from Ross. She is my showstopper. Check her out, you guys. Look at her. She's holding all these adorable macarons. And look at her dress. Isn't that absolutely fabulous? Look at the detail. Look at the white bow. Look at the embossments, designs, the pattern, and they are raised and on top of this lavender color. And just look at this. Look how gorgeous she is. And she's tall. And she's standing on a blue macaron with some more macarons, a green and a pink, around her feet. And when I showed this to my family, I said, give me your honest opinion about her. What do you think? And first comment was, I've never seen a skinny bunny. And the other opinions was that they did like her. They really liked her dress and her attire. And just look at her friendly eyes here. Kind of giving me a vintage look to her face. And she has an adorable little smile. And those of you that been here for a while, you know how I am. You can't come into my home unless you have a friendly face. But I just want you to take a look at her. This is absolutely stunning. And it was $17.99. Okay. Now, I did notice that Home Goods had one similar, and theirs were $19.99. Up next, we're going to look at the items that I purchased from Dollar General, starting with these adorable little tulip candles, and they were only $1, and I purchased the pink. So I'm going to come back in a few moments. I'm going to take this out of package so you can see how it looks. And this is a closer look of what that candle looks like. There's the wick right there. Isn't that pretty? Now this came in, I think, 2 other colors, but you will have to go check out my Dollar General shopping blog and to see the other colors. I think it came in a blue as well, but I thought this was adorable. You could put this on a tiered tray. You could put this in a small vignette. You could put this in your kitchen. You could actually put this in your bathroom if you're going to take a nice bubble bath. You could set this on your counter there, your vanity in your bathroom, and have a beautiful time celebrating the spring season in your bathroom. And I also purchased these adorable bunnies at Dollar General as well. I have one here with the blue beaded necklace that says Happy Easter in pink on the medallion. Then I have this one with a little gold beaded necklace with the little blue that says on the medallion here in the shape of an Easter egg that says Easter wishes. Isn't she so cute? I'm liking that little pink tint here. She's got a little pink tint there. So cute, so adorable. And it was only $1. Can you believe that this is just $1? And it is a very nice size. And it kind of feels like it's made out of concrete instead of resin. But it is, when you put it in your hand, you can tell that you got something in your hand. So it does have a little weight to it. And I thought they were just so adorable. And I just couldn't pass them up. You get all of this for $1. A true dollar price item. Who would ever thought? And I also purchased these little bunnies here. I just like that little zigzag pattern on there and the little beading here and the little tag that says Happy Easter. And it was only $1. I'm thinking about using these on a table scape. I purchased this oven mitt. I only purchased this one because it didn't have any writing on it, and I liked all the beautiful spring florals. And on the back, it has this beautiful shade of green, and it was only $1. Just check out these adorable bunnies. Love, love, love when I first saw them at Dollar General. So we're going to look at the little girl first and just check her out. She has a little floral basket. Look at her beautiful soft spring florals. I'm loving this little purple Easter egg, and she has a little pink scarf tied around her neck. And just look at those buttons' eyes. Now she's giving me more of a vintage look to her, and I just really like her size, and she was only $5. I could not believe it for a bunny this size with this much detail. So beautiful. And I don't know what this is. I'm thinking that this bunny is actually made out of some type of clay. It's not the hard plastic, the resin that I typically see. But I'm not quite sure what it's made out of, but they are absolutely adorable. And then here's her little boyfriend here, okay? And he has his little blue t-shirt on, and he has a basket full of mushrooms, the green, the pink, and the purple. And he's holding a sign that says Easter. And he also has a little friendly face here. Give me a very vintage look. Liking that little pink tint in the ears. Very nice. Next up, I'm going to be sharing all the items that I purchased from Dollar Tree. And you must have some beautiful florals. And so I purchased these lovely florals because, as I've told you, this is going to be my color story. The greens, the whites, and the pinks. Aren't these so adorable? I thought this green was quite unique, and I can't wait to use it. Now, of course, these florals were $1.25. Now, this says this green is called Tweedia, just in case you want to see the tag if you want to purchase that. Now, I've used this type of floral from Dollar Tree a lot. I really like decorating with this, and this is called a lilac, and I'm just showing you the tags just in case you want to check your store out. And this one is called a mini daisy. I thought this was quite unique. I'm finding the daisy with this pink and this dark round center. It almost reminds me of a cornflower, and I thought these colors together would be absolutely stunning for the spring season. I also purchased these salt and pepper shakers. They were only $1.25. And once again, I thought they were a great price. And my color story is in there. We got green, we got pink, and white, and some other colors. But I'm going to take this out if I can. You know how these things go. Oh, I got it out easily. And let me pull this out so you can see firsthand. Isn't that cute? I like all the little embossments on there. Right here, you've got the little pink floral. Isn't that cute? The little zigzag of the yellow. And then you have like a blue flower on top. And then you have some more zigzag of the green. I thought that was so adorable. And the price is fantastic. And I also purchased this oven mitten from Dollar Tree as well, with all the florals here. There's my color story again. We have the green, the pinks, the whites. Really liking the daisies. And it's green on the back. So I'm trying to be selective about the mittens that I buy for my kitchen, because I kind of want them to kind of play off one another. Even if I have to turn this one around in my kitchen and just use this one. So that's why I'm trying to be. And I also purchased another one. I can't find it right now, but it was a pink silicone mitten. So if I find it before I end this haul, I'll make sure that I include that in there. And I also bought some ribbon. I've used this kind before. It actually, you might can't see it quite well, but it has a gold trimming on the edge of the pink. And these right here are a little bit wider. This one is 2.5 centimeters, and it's 9 feet for $1.25. So it's a little bit wider. And this one is 1.5. You see the difference in the sizes there? Because I like to decorate with ribbon, so I just went ahead and stocked up on my pink ribbon. And the next store is Family Dollar, and I only purchased this beautiful green wreath here. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? And it looks just like this in person. Now, if you haven't seen my pre-spring Decorate With Me, my front porch video, I encourage you to go check that out because I actually show you how I use those wreaths in my video. Now, this wreath looks gorgeous in person. It really stands out. To me, it kind of reminds me of something that I would find at Hobby Lobby or even Kirkland's, someplace like that. But it is made out of plastic, so you can leave it outside and decorate with it. And if it gets pollen or anything in it, you can just rinse it off. Isn't that fabulous? And this is what it looks like on the back. It has a plastic frame, and it is very, very full. And I just like the style and the textures of the greenery on this. And it was only $5. This is a fantastic find. I found this wreath in the little garden section that Family Dollar has. So if you're in your store next time, how about check it out if you're interested and purchase one of your own. So the next store that I'm sharing items from is from Hobby Lobby. Isn't she adorable? She was only $4.99 at 40% off. And there was quite a few of these little canvases here. And I just fell in love with this little chick. When I made my decision to actually purchase this canvas, because there was multiples of those. So if you haven't seen the Hobby Lobby blog, check that out. There was another one that I really liked, and it had 2 bunnies on it. But when I made up my mind and said I wanted to get something, this was all that was left. So I definitely snapped this up, and I can't wait to decorate with this. I also purchased these golden eggs. I was trying to get these eggs last year, but they sold out. And one thing about having a plan when you decorate, you don't necessarily have to have a theme. Sometimes I have a theme for when I'm going to decorate each season, and then sometimes I don't have anything. But if you have either a theme in mind or a color story in mind, it will really help you out when you're going to different stores. It'll keep you focused so you won't just be buying a lot of different decor and then regretting that you purchased it because you don't know what to do with it once you get it home. So because when I set my color story, I was able to exclude certain things as I was shopping. So that's why I got the golden eggs. So I have an idea for this, and I can't wait to share that idea with you. And these eggs were $5.49. I also grabbed this ribbon. Now, Hobby Lobby didn't have a big selection of their ribbon, but this ribbon is wired, and it was $5.99 at 40% off. What a fantastic price. And here it is. It's got my colors in it. I'm probably going to add this to a lantern or some sort, or I could add it to a wreath, but you will have to stay tuned as I begin my spring decorating series. And the final item that I purchased from Hobby Lobby is this beautiful artwork. Isn't he handsome? Just look at him. I love the eyeglasses. That's what's caught my attention. And of course, I love the white and buffalo check bow. And I just love those big Big ears, okay? Now they had two of these bunnies, well, three bunny focus art. They had another bunny and it had a big blue bow on it. And when I actually shot the blog in Hobby Lobby, I did not purchase that. I didn't purchase this piece at that time. And so when I made the decision that I wanted it and I went back, it was sold out. But I went again because I'm very persistent. And I don't know whether this had been returned, but this was the only one left. So I definitely snapped it up. Now this was $10.99, okay? And it was 40% off. And it is a nice size. I don't see the measurements on this at all, so I can't tell you what the dimensions are, but it is a nice piece of artwork. I really like the neutralness of this. So if I want to put this on my hutch or put this on my entryway table, I can add colors to it. So I thought this was a fabulous find. If you have this, and if you haven't been to Hobby Lobby, check them out. This is a new piece this year. I did notice that Hobby Lobby had a lot of new pieces that we had not seen before. And that blog, the focus of that blog was just to show you a lot of the brand new items that Hobby Lobby has. Because, you know, Hobby Lobby has a history of repeating the same decor year after year. And I think they heard us and they decided to bring some new items in. But I love this piece. I think it is so whimsical and I can use this year after year. Now the next store that I went to was Burlington. And I'm loving this towel set here. It was $5.99. It's by the Blossom Collection. The measurements there, you get a set of 2 kitchen towels. They're 16 inches by 26 inches. And I just love the little brown bunny in that with the little pink ears and all the greens and the pinks. And it is really soft. And I also purchased this set as well because I couldn't make up in my mind. So I don't think I'm going to keep both sets. And I still haven't made up my mind. But I was smart enough this time to just go ahead and buy them. This was also $5.99, by the way. And this one has more of emphasis on the bunny. And it has my little brown bunny with the white cottontail and the pink florals and the green. So this is fitting my color story. I also purchased these beautiful kitchen mats. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to stand up for a little bit so you can see this. Isn't this absolutely beautiful? And I'm going to give you a second look at this so you can see how it is. It is a oval shaped kitchen mat, okay? And I just love it. It has the beautiful brown bunnies. It has the butterflies, the pinks, the whites, the greens, and the blue. And it is oval shape, if you can see that there. Oh, I did a good job showing it to you. And it was $9.99. And this is another kitchen mat that I really found. Like the bunnies in that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that beautiful brown bunny with the little pink tulips. This was also $9.99. Let me stand up here so you can kind of see it a little bit better here. Now, it says that these are kitchen mats, but I don't just put these in my kitchen. They are so soft and they feel so good to your feet and your legs when you stand on them. I can also use these in my bathroom. So, yeah, and I haven't decided about these either because when I first went shopping, I found this one. And then several weeks later, I found this one. So I haven't decided which one that I'm going to keep. I might just keep both of them. Who knows? But they have some adorable kitchen mats and outdoor mats as well at reasonable prices. So you might want to go and check out your local Burlington store if you have one in your area. And the next store that I purchased just a few items from was Michael's. I really like their greenery. I like this wispy greenery here. It has the tints of whites throughout this greenery here, and it was $1.99. According to the label here, it says it's a green and white ficus, and it is beautiful. I love the whimsiness of that. It looks so natural, like something that you would find in a real forest or wooded area that's overgrown on a tree. And it was on sale for $1.99. They also had different shades of colors of tulips, and I purchased these white tulips because I already have a few, but I wanted to add more. And this is not even the right shade, because the ones that I already have in my collection are actually ivory white, and these are more of a brighter white. So I might return these because this is not the right shade. But they're really having a good sale on all their florals. So you might want to check Michael's out if you're looking for some good looking, realistic looking florals. And the last item that I purchased from Michael's was this adorable little ribbon here. They have the little multicolored polka dot Easter eggs with this little tan burlap background and the pink trim. Now this was on sale as well, and it was $9.99 for 40% off. And let's see, what is the size of this? This is 1.5 inches, and it is 30 feet. So that is a lot of ribbon up there. So I did snap that up. So those are all the items that I purchased from Michael's. Up next, I purchased some items from TJ Maxx, and I found this beautiful coffee mug. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? Just look at that pink bow. That is everything. And the little pink polka dots. And I love the bell shape. It's just not a traditional plain round coffee mug. Can you see the little tulip or bell shape that is giving us? And it was $5.99. And of course, I'm going to add this to my coffee bar station. Stay tuned for my coffee bar station for spring. And I also found these little beverage napkins here. I thought they were so adorable with the pale pink and the darker pink and the scallop edge. And I'm really liking that they made the strawberries in this pink. And as you can see, they were $2.99, and you get a 40 count of these napkins. So adorable. I purchased these little basket bags. Okay, as you can see here, you put your Easter basket on the inside and you just cover it up, and it looks like that. So I got this one for a little boy, and they're $1.25. And I got the floral printed one for a little girl. So that's $1.25. So if you're looking to make your own Easter basket this year, I thought this was a great idea for Dollar Tree to add these in. And you get the little strip right here so you can tie it. See right there? So you can tie it at the top. And it looks just like you bought it already made. So I thought that was a great idea. And I did go to Marshall's. I didn't film that store because they didn't put out a lot of, in my area, they didn't put a lot of Easter decor, which I was surprised. And the small amount of decor that they put out, people bought it just like that. So I was able to snag this beautiful white gold trim cutting board. It is made out of white marble. Just look at the veining in that. It was by the company Hip Plus Hop. It was made in India, and it was $14.99. And that's what it looks like on the back. It has these little safety knobs so it won't scratch up your surfaces. And yeah, I really like it. I could actually add a bow here if I like, or I could just leave it plain. So this would be one of those transitional items. I could actually keep this up, not just for Easter, but I could actually keep this up in my kitchen all the way to the end of summer. Now, the next store that I went to was Target, and I'm telling you, I had a time with the Target that was in my city. Every time I went, they barely put anything out. And if they did put some items out, it was very handful of items, and they got snapped up just like that. So I had to travel to another location in order to find this wreath that I was looking for. Now, when you go back and look at my Target blog, you're going to see that I do not show a wreath like this in my blog because that store didn't have it. I found this weeks later, and this is the one that I wanted with the neutral colored speckled eggs. And if you look at the wreath frame, it is oval shape, and this was $5. I also found this scallop shaped basket here. I'm really loving that sage green color, and it was $5 as well. And it just says on the tag, shaped basket. And I'm looking to put my tulips in here. See, if you just take some tulips here and pop them in there like that, isn't that beautiful? Just something so simple. Look at that. And you have your own centerpiece. Of course, I would add maybe another stem of white tulips in there, and I could put this pink ribbon and tie it around the base of it. See how simple it is when you start layering your items? You give it more personality, and you don't have to spend a lot of money on buying floral arrangements. You can make them yourself. And I did purchase these little miniature gold bunnies here. They came in 3 patterns. This one here is standing with the paws in the front. This one here is standing with paws down. And I really like this shade of gold. Each of these were $1. And this one, of course, is laying down in a laying down position. I thought they were so charming. I don't remember buying this size last year. And this is the largest size here that was $3 each. You get the laying position and the same pose, but they're just a little bit larger in size. So I'm going to try to show you the difference. Okay, so this is the difference in the size. This is the $3 one, and this is the $1 one. And you can clearly see the distinction in sizes there. They also came in a silver tone, which is brand new to Target, because typically they do the gold tone. So the silver tone was new this year as well. And I also purchased this little iridescent coffee mug with the embossed bunny on the front. And the little bunny embossment is only on one side. Very simple. So if you're looking for a little less color this year, you might want to check that out. And this is $3. And of course, this is hand wash only and is not dishwasher safe. So most likely I will be decorating with these mugs and not drinking out of them. I did buy 3 of these, by the way. So most likely they're going to be going in my kitchen area. Cheers! And I also bought these little colorful wooden eggs. They had the polka dot style in a floral print, but I really like polka dots. And it had my colors, the pink and the green. And I've purchased the wooden eggs from Target before, and they're just plain tan looking eggs. I probably could have recreated this design, but you know, time is money, money is time. I just went ahead and purchased these, and they were $3 each. And I also purchased this adorable bunny from my local Pop Shelf. This was a brand new store that I introduced on my YouTube channel, which is owned by Dollar General, and I bought this fabulous bunny. So fabulous. Loving this sasel. I like the simplicity. One flop ear. And it was only $12. Now, Hobby Lobby had something similar, but it didn't cost $12. Nice size. Can't wait to decorate with it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I enjoyed sharing with you all the finds for Easter and Spring 2025 in this shopping haul. I hope that you enjoyed this haul. And if you did, how about go ahead and hit that like button by giving me a big thumbs up. And if you're new, how about you hit that subscribe button on your way out. Until the next video, happy decorating. Bye, guys.